Hey, this is George G. Welcome to George G's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing today? We're going to do another ranking video today. But before I do, I would like to thank everyone that commented and watched my last ranking on on Kiss. I was surprised on how many people actually watched it and subscribers I got from that video. I guess from that, I don't know, but I was just amazed. And all the other videos people were watching, the Iron Maiden ones, the other ones, the death metal one I put up. And just amazed at how many people actually liked it, subscribed to my channel, and I'm so appreciative of every one of you and every one of you commented on it. Thank you so much. I just can't believe like a schlub like me from New Jersey and someone's watching it from places like the UK and Norway. So I really appreciate it so much. So I want to start off by saying that. All right, so today we're gonna do a ranking from a friend of mine wanted me to do. Had a couple bands he's asked me, my friend Sean. So today we're gonna do Van Halen. Of course, the mighty Van Halen. We lost Eddie Van Halen a couple years ago. Such a tragic loss to the music world, not just to the hard rock, heavy metal world, but just to the music world itself. Such an incredible talent, and it's just so sad that he was like one of the saddest ones I can remember that passed away in his time. But yeah, I got the band from Pasadena, California. Eddie Van Halen on guitar, of course. His brother Alex Van Halen, Michael Anthony on bass, and then of course the charismatic Dave Lee Roth on vocals, and also Sammy Hagar later, and even Gary Cherone later on. So we're gonna go through all the albums from my least favorite to my favorite. There's really only one that's a clunker, and if you know Van Halen, you know which one I'm gonna be picking. But anyway, let's get on with the ranking. And out of all the albums here, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13 albums? 13. Is it 13? Wait a minute. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 12. I was wrong. It's late, guys. You know, when you work all day and do what I do for a living, you would understand. Anyway, so we're going to my number 12. First is my least favorite is Van Halen 3 from 1996, I believe. This is the only one with Gary Cherone, and that's why it's on the bottom. And it's no fault to Gary Cherone because he's got a really good voice. He just did not fit the band. The songs I don't think were there. And at this point, when they got together to do this one, everyone thought Roth was coming back in the band, but it didn't happen. But anyway, but as far as the songs go, nothing much to talk about. I do like What I Want and Dirty Water Dog is good. Fire in the Hole is good. And Battle of the Bullet is pretty good too. Otherwise than that, I don't really listen to this album pretty much at all. But that's not my number 12. My number 11 is one I don't have too much of history with, but it's good. I just got it not too long ago. Believe it or not, there's one album I didn't have, and that was 2000. Well, what year is this one? I believe it's 2000. I can't remember what one is. 2001 maybe? I don't know. No, not 2000. I say 1991. I'm tired. Anyway, whatever year it was, is Balance. This is a pretty good one. I'm getting used to listening to it. Like I said, I knew a couple songs from it. Of course, the Can't Stop Loving You. I've heard that. Seven Seal is excellent. Big Fat Money is good. It's got some good stuff on it. Doing Time. It's a little different than with the other albums. I guess they're trying something a little bit different than having what they were doing the last couple records. It's a little different, but it's not a bad one. It's not because they're not the bomb doesn't mean it's a bad album. Just because Van Halen doesn't put out a bad album. Except for 3. But anyway, this one's number 11. Balance. Number 10 is 1988's Balance. 1988's OU812. I'm looking Balance, sorry. OU812. I told you it's late, guys. Anyway, this one's another good. Not one of my very favorites. It's got some really good stuff on it, though. Black and Blue, Cobble Wobble is great. Feels So Good. Finish What You Started. I really like that one. The Mine All Mine is good. Sucker in a 3-piece. It's a good album. It's the second one with Sammy, and it's good. Not great, but it's still good. I like this one, so that's my number 10. It's that one. My number 9 is 1986's 5150. And just because the same ones on the bottom, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't mean they're bad. I could have swapped this with my next pick, but there's a couple reasons why I picked this one below the next one. Now, one of the reasons is the drum sound. I never liked the drum sound. The electronic drums that Alex uses on this, I never liked. I always liked the acoustic drums that he uses. This always sounds better. I think he sounds better playing acoustic kit than playing these, with the electronics like he did back. And then we experimented a little bit on 1984 and just went full throttle with this one. But again, the songs are excellent. Good Enough. Why Can't This Be Love, of course. Dreams, Summer Nights. Best of Both Worlds, I love. Love Walks In, I love. Inside's kind of a throwaway, goofy track, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's kind of down low. It's just the drums, more than my favorite. And the other one kind of edged it up for the next spot. So that's my number 8. Yeah, right? Number 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No, I messed up. Whatever number it is. The next one up is the Comeback with Roth. Different Kind of Truth. This one my friend Sean loves, and I love it too. Don't get me wrong. That's why it edged out the 5150, because it's got Roth on it. It would be nice if it had Michael Anthony back in the band at this time, but they have Wolfgang Van Halen, who done bass, which the kid is really talented. I mean, his father must be super proud of him. I mean, he's done a great job what he's done in his band, his Mammoth band. But he plays on this one, and again, this one's got some killer tracks on this one. Tattoo, not the best song, not the best one to open with, and the best single, but it's not horrible. She's the Woman, that sounds exactly like a Van Halen song, because it is basically a lot of this stuff was from the latter days, the early days of the band. Chinatown, I love. Bullethead, The Trouble with Never, Stay Frosty is great. Big River, Beats Working. I mean, there's some really good songs on it. It really is a good album. Roth sounds good. I mean, everyone makes Roth can't sing anymore. You know what? Roth sings like Roth, and he's one of the greatest frontmen ever. Sorry, he just is. Whether what you think is certain, he commands the stage. And this one's my one up there. So that's my number, whatever it is. Sorry, but next one is 1982's Diver Down. Probably the shortest album of their collection, and it's good. It's just got a lot of covers on it, and the covers I don't think the covers are bad. People tend to make fun of the covers sometimes with this one, but it's still good. I dropped my glasses here. Wherever the Good Times Gone, Hang 'em High is a fantastic track. Intruder into Oh Pretty Woman is where I love Intruder. Cathedral again is another instrumental before that's great. I like Dancing in the Streets. Absolutely love the little guitars. Absolutely love it. And the full bug. Big Bad Bill, that's all Roth there. He wanted to do that, and Happy Trails, that's all Roth. That's why it's kind of the Roth album that he wanted to do. That's why it gets a little bit more, got more covers on it than the other ones. But anyway, that's my number 7. My number 6 is what year is this one? 1991. This one's 91. For Unlawful Common Knowledge, or the Fuck album, that's what it's called. This one's got it. This one is the best one of the Sammy era, in my opinion, obviously, because that's high. Pound Cake, Judgment Day, Run Around, I love. In and Out, excuse me. Right now I get a little tired of it, but it's not bad. Top of the World is my favorite song on here, and I can actually, I don't know, for me personally, I can hear David Lee Roth singing this one, that song in particular. And produced by Ten Temple, maybe that's why I like it so much, because it's got him producing, which he produced all their early albums. But yeah, that's my number 6. My number 5, all right. Now the next 5 albums, they can really interchange any given day. So if you're looking at this, how can you pick that one over that one? It can really change. Today's are what they're going to be, but they could change. These 5 are super classic, but this is my order. You have different order, then tell me in the comments what they are. But my number 5 is 1979. No, 1980. Sorry, 1980. Women and Children First. Love that cover. I wish I had the record to put that on my wall, but I don't have the record of that. Anyway. And the Incredible Rock. Everybody Wants Some. Fools. Romeo Delight. Come on, Romeo Delight. Ugh, kills. Take Your Whiskey Home. Lost Control is heavy as hell. My favorite song probably on here is In a Simple Rhyme. I just love that. A friend of mine, Chris, and I used to do that in our little in the basement in a Simple Rhyme. Couldn't really play too many Van Halen songs. Alex is just too good. But that one I could play. I enjoy playing that one. But anyway, yeah, that's my number 5. Number 4. All right, you might be surprised this is number 4 and not higher, but like I said, this is my list. This is what I'm doing, and that is the Debut. Another fantastic cover. The glare is there. I'm sorry, but you know the cover. I don't have to tell you. Roth with his great pose there, and of course, Running with the Devil. Of course, Eruption was probably the greatest instrumental of hard rock to this day. One thing about Eddie Van Halen, I didn't mention which everyone knows. To me, there was no more important guitar player than Eddie Van Halen. Before that, it was Jimi Hendrix. After Hendrix, it was Eddie, and Eddie just did it all, and he changed the landscape for guitar players. From this kind of music, where there's hard rock to metal, so many bands influenced by Eddie Van Halen's guitar playing. It's just not funny. No matter what the heaviness of any band, it could be like heavy metal, it could be hard rock, just regular rock. I mean, come on. Eddie Van Halen wrote his own book. So anyway, Eruption, of course. They Talk About Love, another one. I dug the cover. You Really Got Me. I'm the One. James Crying, I love that one. Atomic Punk is fantastic. Feel Your Love Tonight is one of my favorite ones on here. Of course, the great Ice Cream Man with the campiness of David Lee Roth, which is amazing. And On Fire, another heavy track. Yes, that's my number 4. I love this one, though. My number 3 is the first album I got by them. And if you look behind me, you can see it hanging there. And yes, it's 1984. It's 1984. That's why I think I like it so much. It was the first one I got. And yes, I know people don't like the keyboard parts. So I don't like. People play. I know guitar to Jump or Panama or Half a Teacher. I like them all. I don't care. But Top Jimmy, Drop Dead Legs, I'll Wait is a great ballad. Girl Gone Bad, and I love House of Pain. Probably my favorite song on here is House of Pain. It's fantastic. It's a great album. I don't know if it's the biggest selling album. Probably not. I think the Hagar ones kind of beat them, but this is where it really started getting big for them. Super big, popularity-wise. But yeah, 1984 is my number 3. My number 2 is 1981, is it? Fair Warning. I've heard this is called the guitar album. Of course, Mean Streets, one of my favorite songs ever. Dirty Movies, Sinner Swing, Hear About Unchained. I still love Unchained. I get overplayed too. I love Unchained. That's probably my favorite. Probably my favorite Van Halen song of all time is still Unchained, and probably Mean Streets. And then like a Sunday afternoon in the park, One Foot Out the Door. I mean, there's so many great songs on this. This is just a fantastic Van Halen album. Funny, all their albums are so short though, but keeps you wanting more. But that leaves one more, and that is 1979's Van Halen 2. Love the cover of the Van Halen logo there, and I love the back cover. I get the glare out a little better. With the splits and the fire and all that stuff. I absolutely love this one. You're No Good. Dancing Either Way, I still like that one. Only Van Halen song I think I can recall in my head that's got no guitar solo in it. Kind of weird, but it's excellent. Somebody Get Me a Doctor. Bottoms Up. Out of Love Again. Another one of my top 3 favorite Van Halen songs ever. Light Up the Sky, another one. I love The Spanish Fly. DOA, Women in Love, and of course Beautiful Girls. I mean, to me, it's just ultimate now. I love this one. That's why it's my number 1. This is always my number 1. Even the other 4 can interchange. This is my number 1. Van Halen 2. So that is my ranking of the Van Halen discography. Please feel free to list your favorite ones in the comments too, and tell me if I'm wrong or right. Which nobody's wrong, and nobody's wrong. It's all your opinion. But I wanted to mention 2 other things, little honorable mentions here, which is the two best ofs that came out. This is the newer one that came out years ago, and this one's the best of both worlds that came out. And this one has I think four new songs from with Sammy, Up for Breakfast and Learning to what is it? Learning to See. Sorry, no, it's only two songs there, but they're good songs. They're not great, but they're not bad. But it's got the good mix of both Sammy and the Dave era here, so I like that one. And the other one that came out in 1996, which everyone got fooled. They thought that Dave was coming back in the band, was the best of Van Halen here, Volume 1. And this one has not only has like mostly the stuff up till that point, up till the Unlawful for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge album. They have the song that was on Twister soundtrack, which was Humans Being, which I think is one of the best Sammy songs he did. I love that song. And then you got the two Roth songs with Michael Anthony. So he's got two songs original band back at this time in '96. Can't Get the Stuff No More and Me Wise Magic. Me Wise Magic is my favorite of the two. But again, that was for this one. Anyway, not part of the ranking, but definitely worth picking up just for those songs. Anyway, so that is the list of Van Halen. Eddie, rest in peace. What would we do without you? What would we do without all this music you brought us? So brought everyone such happiness, and everyone's so sad that you're gone. But he left us a lot of great music and material. So anyway, if you liked the video and like what I'm talking about here, please like and subscribe. Till then, keep rocking metal alive, guys. See you next time.